Hi everybody, welcome to Wendy's Decorium. I've got these two absolutely beautiful moulds here. I didn't buy them together, they've come from Temu. This one makes like a tray, a dish, put your jewellery bits in. Beautiful, isn't it? Highly unusual. And this one is a candle holder. So I'm going to do them in Epoxy and Aquacast as usual. I've got a few things to put in, but I will show you them as we go along. I'll just go and get some Aquacast mixed up and I'll be right back. Right, I've only mixed a little bit up and I'm going to use this green cement powder. I'll mix that in. I would normally mix that in with the powder, but I weren't too sure which pigment I was going to be using. When you do it this way, it takes a bit longer to mix. That's why I usually put it in with the powder. I've made the Aquacast very fluid because I just want to do the veins of this. That's all. I'm going to pop the rest in. There's only a bit left, so I'm just going to use it. That's it. Now I've got a nice handy bottle. Don't know what I'm going to use it for, but we can always use them, can't we? Right, that's properly mixed in. Let's get a point, and I'm going to pour it into them veins. You can see how much thicker it gets when you're using a pigment powder. Let's see if we can jiggle it into all the rest. I'm going to try and let it pour. This is why I wanted it liquidy. Let's see if we can help it along. I mean, I don't really mind if it gets on the raised bits, but I prefer it not to. Bit of a faff, but it'll be worth it.
10 bazillion years later.
Right, I think it's in every nook and cranny now. I will not waste the Aquacast that's left. Never ever waste it. Too precious. Right, I'll just clean off these little bits that I've got in places I don't want. Oh, look, it's the same colour as my nail varnish. How did that happen? Right, I'll show you these. I got these from the range. They're called resin mix-ins. 99p and you get 3 sheets, all flowers and leaves. And for this one I wanted the leaves, so let me find one that I've taken out. That's it there, and they're in plastic. They're not sticky. You're just supposed to stick them in your resin and let them flow where they're going to flow. But I'm going to pop it on like that in the hopes that you can still see it when the Aquacast is in. Let that cure and then we'll go for the second layer. This flower I want yellow, so I'm using a resin creep pigment. I don't want it too vibrant, but I do want it bright enough. And as we know, it always goes lighter than what it is in the cup. So I think that should be enough. That looks very, very bright, but it will dry lighter. Make sure I scrape all that white out. Now for this one, I've got this confetti. I got this from the works and the little flowers. And I also have glittery ones as well. So I'm just going to dot a few around and hope that the Aquacast picks it up. I've been going through my stash and trying to tidy up, and Chris had already rearranged things and made it tidy. You forget, don't you? You forget what you bought. So I thought I'll have a look. So I was doing this and I found all these and I thought, God, these are far too lovely just to stick. Just to save, basically. Just to have lying around and not using them. So I thought, oh, what can I use them in? Try to use most of my stuff up before I start buying new. And I used to use these when I was making cards. Right, if you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm trying to get them all on one layer. So at least when the Aquacast goes in, we will find it. And it's very watery again. I can see I'm going to have holes where the candle goes, but so be it. I'm trying to put it in gently so it doesn't move the flowers too much. Because the clay, if we have to, we can sand the top afterwards, because clay sands quite well. But what a beautiful colour. There we go. I'm not putting it on the vibration plate. Really, it needs to go on it because of them little flowers in, but we'll just tap it. I don't want to move them little flowers, is what I'm saying. I'll do a bit more of this and then I'll be back when this is ready to demold. Second layer, Aquacast is mixed up. I'm going to be using just green from Resin Creep. I'm going to put plenty in. Let's see what this comes out like. Oh, that's quite a green, isn't it? I'll give it a good mix. I don't mind if there's a bit of marbling in it, really. And we're just going to fill it up. A bit thicker than I would have liked. Oh, I forgot to say, you probably saw, I put them little resin mix-ins on there, on these lumps. Can't believe I forgot to tell you that. I'm not holding out much hope of seeing them, and it probably make holes, but we will try. If we don't try these things, we never know, do we? I'm going to tap, but not too much, because like I say, I don't want them moving, and I don't want to break the bottom layer. And I'll be back for demold. Right, let's get these out. Oh, I hope we can see them little stickery things. If not, I'm going to have to find a way of covering them up. Coming out nice and easy. Yeah, you can see the two different colours, that's good. Wow, that was easy. Not what I expected. There's a bit missing there. I might have to pour this again. What a beautiful mould as well. Let's have a look at this. Oh, that's cute. That is very, very cute. I like it. I'll go around there with a nail file. I'll file them a bit as well. Make sure we can see the flowers. They're really cute. We will move on to the epoxy one. Right, I've taken all the leaves out of their fingers. You just press them out. I've got some Dazzling Diamonds here by May Springs. We're going to pop a tiny bit. Don't want too much. That's too much. That should be plenty. This has just been in a debubbler, so I'll stir it nice and gently. I'm going to pour some of this in, and then I'm going to pop the leaves in. I'm not going to fill it up to the top because I want to put a backing layer on, but it is only going to be a thin backing layer. To tell you the truth, I thought I'd have enough for the flower as well. Might be enough for a thin layer. Actually, no. Pop a bit more in this because I can still see them raised bits. Right, that is only leaving me a thin layer. And I'm going to put these in the right way. We'll push them down after. Let's see if this small one will go in there. Oh, I'm going to lose it. Right, I think that's plenty. I'm just going to drip little bits over it, make sure they're all underneath. As you probably gathered, I'm using just leaves for the leaf and flowers for the flowers. Just makes sense to me. There we go. I think we're sorted now. I think they're all under. I will spritz this with alcohol and we'll do the flower, shall we? Right, I've decided to use the leftover in here. So I'm just going to put a little bit down into that centerpiece. These are the sequins and these are the polymer clay ones. And I'm just going to stick them down into there. Sticking to me glove, of course they are. Let's get these down there. And a few of these. Just don't want them on the top. That'll be later. It's got a base on it, so I don't want them poking through the resin when we're done. You know what I mean, don't you? If you lay them on the bottom, you've got a fair chance, and this is not one that you can top coat, fair chance of them coming through the resin, so that's all good. When it gets a bit sticky, I'm going to sprinkle a few in. As you can see, I popped a few. As soon as I switched the camera off, I couldn't resist. I popped a few in. So we're just going to do the next layer, because look, it's just squidgy. I just don't want any lines when you look at it from the side, that is all. And I'm going to drop these in this time. Don't mind if they sink. Like I say, it's going to be a very, very thin layer. Got the shiny ones on the top and these on the bottom. I'm just going to pour them in. I forgot to say I'm using Let's Resin Epoxy 1:1. Now I do want a really nice green, and the nicest green I have is one I got from Temu. It's a pigment paste, so I'm going to be putting that in. It's a beautiful, beautiful green, this. Let's get a nice big dollop. There we go. This is Metallics. You'll have all seen them if you're an avid Temu buyer. I was going to use an alcohol ink, and then I thought, I don't really want it see-through. It's got like a a gold tinge to it. It's just so pretty. Ooh, looks like it's gonna run over. You gotta love how resin just does what it pleases. It's wonderful. Wish I could do that, you know. Just do as I please. Chris would say, I do anyway. Don't know what I'm talking about. Sorry. I can't speak. I don't know what's going on. I'll be back when it's time for the next stage on that. I've got about 30 mils of resin here and I'm just going to make it yellow for this back coat. I love these little pigment pastes from Temu. They're just ace, but you really have to work them in. They don't mix as good as the high quality ones, that's for sure. How is everybody today? I hope you're all okay. I hope life's treating you well. I've had a nice day today, although I could do my washing. I thought it was going to rain and it actually hasn't yet. Just a bit of my boring daily life I shared. Right, let's get this in. There's not much space in here, so I'm going to have to be very careful. And I've just seen it's really not opaque enough, so I'll just scrape this out. Let's see if we can get it. Ooh, we are going over. It's going over there. I'm going to have to really dome this, as there's not much space. Some trimming up is needed, I would imagine. I'm just going to leave that to cure, and we'll demold both of them at the same time. Right, it's all trimmed up. I've put some cork feet on the bottom, so it's all nice and sturdy. I think it's really cute, that. I especially like that little leaf in the stem. It's like it's floating. Very cute. The same on that, trimmed it all up. I've just got one last thing to put on. Oh, I'm dropping everything. Right, a ladybird. I've had these a very long time, so the little sticky things don't work. I take that off and I just use some regular glue. Where shall I stick it? I'll stick it on there. There we go. Got a little ladybird and my battery operated taper candle because it is epoxy resin. What do you think? It's cute. Now this one was a fail. They didn't come through. I kind of knew they would. They wouldn't, I should say. And I stuck that back on and sanded it slightly so you didn't see the joins quite as much. I mean, I still like it. I made another one and I think I've realised this mould, you need to pour it all in one go, not two different layers, because it really doesn't work well. But it's a nice mould. I will try it again, but just with one layer of Aquacast. Just fill it up completely. Right, now onto the Aquacast. This one obviously has a real taper candle in. That one's cute, isn't it? It's been waxed. I've coloured in the centre with acrylic marker, and I put some black dots on to make it look like the centre of the flower, and obviously the little ladybirds. But that's so cute. And I did make another one of that as I was making another of that, just in green. How sweet is that? Done the same to the centre. It's all been waxed. As you can see, I've just flicked an acrylic pen. If I bring it a bit closer, you might be able to see it. Just flicked an acrylic pen just to give it like a bit of texture, if you will. I hope you've enjoyed this project. I really like these moulds. They're nice. It's a shame about that one, but that's user error. And thank you ever so much for watching, everyone. I will see you next time. I appreciate you all. Bye.